Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's finally here. This is actually happening. It's the most chaotic, I think, one shot. Despite Matt's absence, Matt's presence is here. You'll see it shortly. It's just very subtle in the background, but his chaotic touch has touched this. But this is the GM Roulette one shot. The core concept of the game is for the first rotation. So for the first time before it gets back to me, every time someone rolls a natural 1, the DM switches. Every time 15 minutes passes without a natural 1 being rolled, the DM switches. And to add a little bit of element so you folks at home can feel a little bit involved, if someone drops 1,000 bits, the DM changes. It'll change once we have reached myself. I'm going to be the first DM, and once it circles back to me, the rules will change a little bit. It'll become every 1 and every 20, and it'll be every 10 minutes. I'm very excited about tonight. It's going to be sheer chaos, and we have some wonderful guests joining us. We of course have Sean and Tim from the usual campaign, but you know and love them. You've seen them a bunch of times. But if we want to go in order of being DM, do you want to introduce yourself? The order is already built in there. So do you want to introduce yourself, our lovely guests?
For sure. So I guess I'm following with the DMs, no pressure whatsoever. But hi, everyone. My name is Breanna Flaim. I'm super excited to be here. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Breanna Flaim. I am usually at home over on the Initiative Order here on Twitch as a GM, creative producer, and also involved in Second Star to the Right here on Twitch. Second Star Show. It's a Neverland 5e game. It's super fun. But I am just, I'm ready for the chaos to ensue. It's gonna be
wild.
Oh, wait, we already did Tim. So this is the part where you were waiting for me to talk. What's up, dudes? I'm Bam. I'm the DM over at Weed D&D, a cannabis positive actual play featuring a bunch of performers from the Las Vegas Strip. We did just have a pretty sweet little piece written up about us in NPR. So, maybe take a little peep-see at that. I'm pretty excited about it. I run Art Hard Studios out here in Vegas. I play an evil wizard for a living in Tournament of Kings at the Excalibur Hotel. So yeah, dude, that's me. Thanks. Thank you so much for letting me talk just now.
Am I next? I'm
next.
Yes,
you are.
Yeah, my name is Tay Ramone. You might recognize my voice from the Adventure EXE podcast. We just finished our 2nd season. We're hopefully heading into our 3rd. I also am one of the Quest Masters or GMs at the What the Quest live stream. So WD Quest on Twitch. On our live stream, we feature a bunch of local comedians and improvisers and experienced GMs, and each 3 episodes we switch games and switch GMs. So it's a kind of like the sort of level of chaos that we're doing here, but imagine every 3 games you had to learn an entirely new system.
Wow.
So that's a lot of fun. And yeah, you can find me on all sorts of social media at Tay Ramone 69. I'm also an illustrator and artist. So catch me all over the internet.
Excellent. Well, I am so keen to just jump right into this, but we got to do our due diligence. We have some announcements to make.
Thank goodness.
Yes, no, of course, the announcements. We need to do them. So first off, I want to say a big thank you to Legend Craft. I'm going to move this over to this screen so I can see it better. A nerdy woodworking company from Calgary. Check them out. If something tickles your fancy, you can enter the code Blackwater at checkout for a discount. We'll also be welcoming a new sponsor soon, so stay tuned for the updates. Spoiler alert, here for you folks visiting us tonight about what's to come. Love, as always, to our dice goddess, Keisha. Check her out at fairydragon_dice. Her commissions will be open soon, so DM her for all your clickety-clackety needs. Also, our campaign artist is the incomparable Tiana Kovacevic, and you can find her at miss._Marston. miss._Marston on Instagram. Our Discord, it's a really cool place. You type !Discord to find the link and come hang out. But while we're streaming, hang out with us here on Twitch, because it's where all the cool kids are at. And a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed to us. We really appreciate your support, but your subscriptions do not re-up. So if you're continuing to enjoy what you're seeing here, please remember to re-up your subscriptions because they don't roll over each month. You can also sub with your Amazon Prime. You get a free Twitch sub every month if you have Amazon Prime. Also, we're just thankful to everyone who are here. Everyone showing up week after week. And those of you who are new, we appreciate seeing you. So thanks for coming along. It's a really wonderful, and we're really grateful. For programming this week, we will be doing the regular Saturday main campaign will be going forward. Usual time, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure to check that out. That is some excellent, very high quality D&D right there. And I think, honestly, unless there is business to take care of.
One more thing.
Yes.
In terms of how this works.
Yes.
I'd just like to say that when we switch DMs.
Oh, yes.
All the players switch whose character it is.
Correct.
So if you are sitting at a table, it'd be like if everyone took one chair to the right.
Yeah.
And to that effect, there will be a lot of technical stuff to figure out. So when you become a DM, you are tasked with filling about 3 minutes of space with vivid, beautiful descriptions.
Yes. Also, to clarify at the start of this for all the viewers out there, anything that is established about a character cannot be taken away. Any accent has to be attempted at the best possible attempt by the person playing the character. So whoever is playing their character right now. So I am the only person who doesn't. Well, I'm going to establish NPCs' accents, but everyone gets to establish their character's accent, and that accent has to stay as accurate as possible.
We'll see what happens, Adam. Everyone will make attempts.
Yeah, everyone's going to make attempt, and that's as accurate as possible. Also, one last thing, I did almost forget this. There is one last thing. You can drop you can drop 100 bits to give one person inspiration. It'll be a D6 of inspiration, and that stacks. So you if someone has if people are really loving what Bam's putting down and they want to give him 10 inspirations, he gets 10 D6 that he can use individually or together on a single roll. And if you're feeling like Moneybags McGee and you want to drop 3,000 bits, you can choose one player and a Wand of Wonder lands in their hand. Wonder Overwhelming. That Wand of Wonder immediately goes off. The player of your choice gets to choose the targets, and it will go off 3 consecutive times immediately. So those are the established rules. God, am I nervous? This is going to be chaotic. But I think with that, let's head on in. So you find yourselves in the Four Tang Fork. It's a small inn in the town of Gentley. Now, and it's spelt gently, but it's pronounced Gentley.
Fuck you, Adam.
Thanks.
For whatever reason you personally find yourself in this tavern, you sit in this tavern with, I need to do counting, 7 strangers, yourself and 7 others. There are, of course,
there's 8?
There are 8 people in this bar.
Okay.
There are, of course, 5 people who each look like adventurers. And I'm going to go around, and those adventurers are going to describe themselves and introduce themselves. And Breanna, if you could go first.
Okay, hi, I am Mug. I am a kobold. I am really, I forgot what I was saying. Kobold, I'm red. I have big eyes. All my clothes are completely torn apart, and I have a dagger. I'm also like
Also, fair warning to the audience, all of us will be furiously taking notes because we have to remember so much nonsense about so much shit. Awesome. So you all see a red kobold with torn clothing and a dagger who like you watch as they put down their mug and they turn around and then they look back and they like kind of have forgotten where the mug is. It seems that they are somewhat forgetful. Is that correct, Breanna? That's one of their traits, a little bit forgetful.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Very good. Tim, please take it away.
You see Yort, who is an old or half orc wearing really sort of purple robes tied together with a very big rope, and he's kind of leaning on a quarterstaff like he's leaning on a quarterstaff and he's sort of hunched, and he's got a long beard, big old beard, big tusks. And he's fit. Like you can see, like under his robes, he's fit.
Alrighty, excellent stuff. Bam, if you would like to describe your character.
All right, so like you look over and you see this like cloud of smoke, and stepping out of this is a very peaceful looking Firbolg. He's got a little crown of flowers on his head. Small bits of greenery grow from his armpits and unmentionable locations. Although he doesn't really prescribe to like putting a tag on an evolving entity, those that vibrate with his frequency call him Chakra. And namaste to all you.
The shorthand that I have to develop on the fly to describe these things is absurd. Because remember,
namaste really hit it perfectly. It was
I know everything
about that
actually,
guy.
I'm just gonna add that namaste. Because remember, audience, not only do I have to DM, but I have to play all of these characters. We all do. Sean, if you'd like to take it away.
Yeah, okay. So you're all sitting with perhaps the most moisturized man you've ever seen.
Moist.
Just this lean, broad-shouldered blue gentleman, completely hairless, but just like so dewy. He's simultaneously like aerodynamic, but also like gooey. It's a good mix, and he's drinking out of just like one of those boots with like an umbrella, and he introduces himself. He says, "Hello, my name is Splish," and he drinks out of his boot.
Okay,
a clear glass boot. It's not a real boot.
I've written Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
Excellent. And Tay, if you want to take to wrap us up here.
Yeah. So in the corner, you see a taller man, slick black hair, pointy ears, kind of a sallow complexion, but he's got like a bunch of instruments. He's a man of many instruments, almost like a one-man band sort of thing happening here. And he is currently playing a little tune, getting his bagpipes warmed up, and so he's getting that all going. Yeah, slick black hair, sort of sallow skin, but like a fairly sturdy looking gentleman. Maybe a little bit stout. And this gentleman's name is Blip Morningwood. Nice to meet you.
Excellent. You also see 3 other people in this bar. You, of course, see the bartender who, for the past 15 minutes, has been spit cleaning the same glass, just kind of. You see an old man in the corner with a knife, and every time you make eye contact with him, he taps a glass eye with the knife. Ding, 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 and it reverberates through the room. It's very unsettling. And after a while, you realize that maybe it isn't a glass eye, and maybe his eye is just hard. you are all sitting at separate tables, and the last person you see is actually quite an unusual person. Yort. You recognize this person as orcish descent. And you've heard of like orcs who have had children with humans. They create half orcs. You've even heard of the even rarer orcs having children with elves and creating this strange like lithe half orc, half elf. But this is a half orc, half halfling. Very orcish in features, just 3 feet tall. And they have the arse end of a boar sitting on their table, and they are ferociously decimating this thing. To a literal sense, every 10th bite, they leave a side to their left. Maybe for later, who knows? You don't know the mind of this person. But yeah, so you find yourselves in this bar, old hard eye in the corner, spit glass bartender, and half orc halfling. And what would someone like to do? Anything? What would you all?
We're all at different tables, right?
All at different tables. Yes.
All of our feet are on the table. We're all Aragon. All right, man. No, like Chakra would stand up. Like I'm sensing some serious bad energy coming from this old man. And I find just getting it out is the best way. So I would like to offer my good graces to this old man and offer him a hit upon my kindly herbs.
Do you want me to be taking your drugs?
Oh, they're not drugs, man. See, these grow off of me. And I, as a cleric of that god that I totally remember right now, Eldath, I believe in non-violent resolution to conflict. So this just
Eldath?
That's Eldath, yes.
So you want to be
mother of the green.
You want me to be smoking upon your body fungals?
Yeah, that's actually a really great way of putting it, man.
I'll take some of that.
Hey, all right, man. Yes.
Good with pain?
Ooh, yes. Here, allow me. And I just light it with my own thumb.
Oh, fancy.
I don't feel much pain. Ting, ting, ting.
As you light up with your hand, you watch Yort go, I know how to do that. And you watch as he points his hands outside the window and a bonfire erupts.
Hey, no flames near the bar, all right?
No, it's outside.
Listen, okay? No. You be safe near my bar. I'm very, very proud of it.
All right.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I feel your energy right now, and I feel connected to you.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
Why did everyone come alone to this bar? Is it a singles thing?
Yeah, this is our singles night. It's like a mix between like singles night and also like adventurers night. So like you can come and maybe you can fuck or maybe you can fight. It's one or the other. There's always someone looking for one of the two.
I'm looking for just one of those things.
I'm looking for both of those things. But in what order? You don't know.
Okay. So you light up. Yort starts a bonfire out the window, and you now know that tonight is singles / adventurer night for the Four Tang Fork.
My lovely character Blip is gonna go up to the bar. And he's going to order from the bartender. He's like, can I get a glass of grog, extra spit?
Yeah. Let me get that for you very quickly. And he goes over and he starts pulling a keg. And as per your request, like every third of the glass, he...
Oh, I like it. I need an extra spitty if I'm going to
the last one,
tonight.
he gonna it's like a real like viscous one. Yes.
That's got protein in it.
That's the house special. I ate a lot of chicken today, so you are correct. There will be protein in that.
Thank you. That'll wet my whistle so I can get going on these pipes here. Maybe attract a few ladies or some gentle folks or what other genders may have you.
Excellent thoughts. Or also, if some of you said that you are interested in the fighting aspect of the night, less than the
yeah.
fucking aspect of the night. Very simple, very simple. We have a tribe of goblins that are living quite close to the town.
And you want us to go fuck them?
No, actually, well, I mean,
I think maybe he does want that.
If they consent to that, and that's what you want to do, but actually,
is
they've
very
been having some,
consent. Obviously,
they've
I
been
hope
having
they
some
consent
terrible.
to us killing them.
Well, no, please don't kill them. They are the clientele. They've been having
I'm
some
so
terrible,
sorry.
terrible human problems they need to eradicate some humans. There's some humans that keep stealing from their town. These goblins, these poor goblins, they're an industrious folk and they are doing their best. They're making very, very nice things. And these dirty, dirty humans are coming in, stealing from them all the fucking time. So they have hired our town to hire some adventurers and deal with that.
Question.
Yes.
What do they make? These industrious goblins.
Oh, these industrious goblins, they make a lot of things, but they are mostly into bronze working. They make their town sits upon a tin and copper deposit. So they're making very nice bronze.
Follow-up question.
Please, I would love to hear it.
The bronze is poorly defended if simple humans can take it.
Well, no, you see, goblins don't really have a concept of like ownership per se. They kind of leave everything lying around because if they're not using it currently, they'll just kind of put it down. And so but they do feel like it should belong to the town and the community and help the community as a whole. And so these dirty, filthy humans that keep coming in and stealing, like they haven't used the word stealing. They've just merely said that the humans keep taking the bronze and they're not returning it. And that's in goblin culture, it's very low thing to do.
One more question.
Yes, please.
There is a place where industrious goblins leave out very well-made bronze, and
yes,
you can just take it.
Well, they're happy for you to take it, but if you can return it promptly once you're done using it, that would be excellent. Yeah,
that would be
Splish.
excellent.
It's like a take a penny, leave a penny sort of
yeah,
situation.
take a penny, leave a penny. And he looks at his take a penny, leave a penny box. He goes, exactly, the exact same concept. They're quite kind people. They did name their town Fugly Fop, and that is a choice. But who am I to judge? I live in Gentley. So I love the silence as everyone fucking writes stuff. Myself included.
Shall we go speak to these goblins?
Yes.
Well, I'm down for some fucking and fighting tonight, so let's go do one of those or the other. And
You
slams his drink.
You there, tiny dragon.
As Mug's hand is in the take a penny, leave a penny jar.
Oh, planning on leaving a penny, yeah?
I
guess that's not really actually how the system works. I realize someone takes a penny and then someone else leaves a penny. I'm still coming to the concept myself. It's my apologies. Please take a penny, but one per customer.
One? Oh, okay. And Mug takes a penny and waits and sees if he's still watching to try to take an additional penny.
Make a sleight of hand check. The first roll, it could change everything.
What is this? It does not. That is a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. So you and you take 3 more pennies. You have 3 more copper pieces. You've taken a whole of 4 copper pieces.
Yes, I'm the tiny dragon. What were we saying? I forgot.
Klepto.
I think we're on our first switch.
Oh, that's 15 minutes.
No way.
All right. Okay,
Oh, no.
So the new GM is Breanna.
Yay.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm gonna need to mute myself so I can practice this accent.
Amazing. So we
And
are.
assign our characters.
Breanna, fill space with vivid description.
Vivid descriptions of this bar. It's become cold. The once welcoming presence of this group has grown darker, mainly because everyone is confused by technology that absolutely exists in this town that we are not struggling with currently. But the small kleptomaniac kobold stealing a couple additional pieces of copper, the little old man in the corner repeatedly tapping on his eye with a dagger, that reverberating sound echoing eerily throughout. For a singles night, this location really doesn't seem to be doing all that well. But that may yet change, depending on what happens next. As this intrepid group of adventurers, or fighters, or fuckers, I guess. Fight or fuck or both. We'll see.
Hey, why not both, you know? Hey.
Some may call us lovers. You could call us not just fuckers. We make love.
Oh my God.
I feel like love is kind of always the choice. Could you show us the way to the goblins, my guy?
Did you want me to show you that fire thing again? I could do it again.
I would love that. Yeah.
Check this. And I summon the same fire outside the window.
Oh God, I've never played a Triton. Can I summon goo? Is goo an ability to
The
summon?
greatest question of all time.
You know what? I would like to say, since I am now the dungeon master, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God.
Absolutely
Has ability
can.
can summon goo. Which one? The Splish. Can.
Splish, can goo.
Oh, man.
Splish, wiggles sexily, in a sort of fish-like, sexy, mermaid, reverse mermaid man manner, and goos out the fire and goes, I do not like to be dry.
Oh,
Where does the goo
Only
come
like
from?
moisture.
So,
Wouldn't you like to know?
how did you do that? I've been studying magic for years, and I know so little about it. Like way less than you would think for someone of my level.
Well, I think I'm turning French. I think each one of us can make some sort of goo if we really put our minds to it.
Yes, I have made goo many times.
Mm-hmm.
goo is kind of a private time thing for me. So like,
So you watch as they all stand around.
shit. For fuck's sake.
In kind of a circle, testing out their various goos. As you watch, Splish kind of start to wipe their hands across their skin and flick out into the evening air this kind of like a sparkly goo. As they get instructions on how to head out to the Goblin Encampment, the town, before sunset. And it's not very far away. It's only about an hour and a half as you all kind of collectively start heading towards there. You notice that there is a bit of a forest before you get there. So you're kind of traveling through this a fairly well-worn path. You can see kind of rut marks in the road. And as you're kind of walking down, you hear some, I'll have everyone make a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Gonna be a 1, Tim. Nope, a 4.
Oh.
Wait. Is that a natural one though?
No. I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay.
I was just bad at numbers.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay.
So I perceive all.
That would be 19.
Okay.
Wait, did we switch again? I didn't know
Yeah.
about it?
Tim
Yeah.
is the DM now.
I'm the DM now. Look at Cody's.
Oh my god!
Sorry. Okay, so you watch. You hear it happening. You hear kind of hoof, kind of pounding hoofbeats as 2 centaurs crash through the tree line, and you watch them both struggling to grab for an object in their hands as it flies out of their hands and lands. It lands in. Oh, who are you now? You're now. Oh shit! I think you are.
Rogue,
Bam, what character are
Mug.
you right now?
Mug.
You
Yeah.
watch as it lands in Mug's hands. The Wand of Wonder. So, 2 things. I'll have
Immediate.
everyone roll initiative.
Oh my God.
And then immediately we can resolve the Wand of Wonder.
All right.
God.
A 12 on initiative.
Got an 18.
No, we're in combat already.
let's see, 21.
How long have we been playing for? 30 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Three characters.
Sean, what was your initiative?
Also 12, but I've got initiative plus of 0, so I think I'm after Bam.
I'm going by the player. Normally I go with the characters' names. I'm going by the players' names because I have very quickly lost track.
Yeah,
I have to pull up.
absolutely.
And Adam, what was your
14?
14. Okay. So and the centaurs are okay. So we'll resolve the Wand of Wonder first. As you watch the centaurs kind of turn, and both of them kind of carrying hand axes. You can see they look eager to get that wand back. As they do not look kind. So if you want to go ahead and roll that Wand of Wonder 3 times for me.
3 times. All right. That's an 81. I cast invisibility on myself. Or no, you have your own chart. Use your own chart.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay,
using
cool.
the same one. Yep.
50. I enlarge the target as if I cast enlarge or reduce.
Oh no!
Who are you targeting?
You watch and then what's the third thing?
And then the third one, 69.
Yeah!
I shrink myself.
Nice.
So you watch as immediately you watch as Mug disappears and then reappears as another bolt shoots out of this Wand of Wonder and slams into one of the centaur as it immediately enlarges from what is normally a large creature, I think, or maybe it's a medium.
I think
so now
medium,
it's large. It's a very large centaur now. And then you watch as almost in reaction, another bolt flies out and hits Mug and shrinks Mug, who is now tiny, I think. Mug was small.
Fighting these people.
They look ready to throw down as you watch the Wand of Wonder dissolves in Mug's hand, and they look fucking pissed. So first up is Breanna.
Well, I'm bad at accents. Oh my god.
We believe in you. Do your
You're gonna
best.
do it.
You can do it.
Like semi-Brooklyn thing that was going. I have no idea what I'm saying.
Hey, yo,
Get some
it's
Google
good.
Golf within you.
You gotta
I'm
think
sorry.
of pizza.
Hey, one more time. Can I have some inspiration from you for this voice?
You gotta think of pizza. You're having a slice.
Oh, having a slice of pizza. Okay.
Hey, that's
Brooklyn.
good.
Hey, yo,
Also,
hey.
speaking of inspiration, everyone does have inspiration at this point.
I think Bam also has 2 inspiration.
Oh
my
wow.
God.
Yeah.
Well, Blip is gonna, as he's watching all this happen, just kind of pluck an eyelash. Well, this is not what I wanted to do. Put some in a piece of gum and cast invisibility on himself.
Okay. So you watch as I didn't write. Oh God, didn't write down the name. Blip. Thank you very much. Blip blips out, and we are on to Taylor. Splish.
No, I'm not Splish.
No.
I'm shocked.
Your Chakra.
Chakra.
Your Chakra.
I wrote. Yeah. Okay. Who worships Eldeath? Okay, so Chakra is gonna utter a divine word, and that divine word is it's gonna be a few words. It's can't we all just get along? And they cast Word of Radiance. You utter a divine word, and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a con save or take 1d6 radiant damage.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right. Nope, that's not gonna do it. That's only an 8.
Yeah, that won't do it. So,
do
take
that damage.
1d6. There'll be 2 damage.
Nice. So you watch as the radiance kind of burns their skin a little bit, and then it is on to Adam.
Yes. It is a shame that I have aquinophobia and I'm very half scared right now, but I shall overcome. and fight these horsemen. I bring you the pain. I'm going to run forward, drawing my great sword, and I'm going to bring it down on the larger horse, trying to overcome my deep fear of horses.
Okay.
That is a natural 1.
Who's
Bam is the DM now. Bam is the DM.
Okay.
Needs to switch.
All right, so you see as the gilded words of the noble Splish echo in the area around you, the centaurs are now kind of thrown off, by such a cosmic display of magic within just moments of having seen you all. You see they start to actually retreat backwards a little bit, having sustained a little bit of damage. The half-sized centaur looks up at the looming, now large centaur, imbued with this magical strength. And you see the large centaur just looks down at him, pathetic, grabs him by the back scruff of his neck, and then tosses him up on his own shoulders. So now standing in front of you guys is this big giant centaur being ridden by a smaller centaur. You see reaching behind them as if from who knows where, they pull out 2 spears apiece. You're now looking at a dual-wielding double centaur. Him, who's next in initiative? I wasn't doing initiative.
It is
You put the initiative as
it was the centaurs.
Did you
All
put
right.
the initiative as the people?
So here we
like
go.
the people's name, not the character's name?
Yeah.
You see the centaurs look down upon the passive chakra, daring burn them with its magics. It finally bears down, and you see this big giant, pair of hooves riding another giant pair of hooves bearing down on you. It's going to charge you and just try to kind of run over the top of you. Anybody standing nearby gets an attack of opportunity on it as it flies through. Ooh, a 4. That's a miss. And its second attack, 19. That's going to be a 26 AC.
Who's the centaur attacking? Sorry.
Chakra.
Oh, Chakra. Okay. As he charged in, I'm going to be like, I just need you to know that this is not Namaste. That certainly hits me.
All right. Rex, pretty good. 19 piercing damage. Chakra, for a moment, the piercing lance just picks you up by your robes a little bit. Your little crown of flowers almost falls off, but and it carries you for about 5 feet. And you manage to pry yourself off the lance as this giant beast continues on. Yeah, Sean.
Bam, in lieu of an opportunity attack, could Invisible Mug grab the tail of the big one and just start making his way up the horse's ass?
Yes, give me an
Not in
athletics
it,
check.
but up the.
Oh my god!
Acrobatics check on this one.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a natty 18 plus some stuff. I'm a rogue at super tie.
Yes, you see as you completely invisible, it doesn't even change its course. It continues riding past you. You just kind of slide by these massive horse legs, grab the tail, and just whip yourself up to the backside. You'll be in a riding position at the start of your next turn. That's the benefit of that.
Folks, I don't believe in fearing death. I think it's just another journey in our never-ending journey of existence. But I am very close to my next journey. So just a warning. No one panic or anything. Everything is chill. Very close to my next. Never mind. I'm not this character anymore.
So we rotate. Is it me?
It's Sean.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Everybody be somebody else. As the
just so you know, too, the next up in initiative is it's Mug and then Yort.
Mug is up next.
I'm the kobold, right? Yes. Oh, Sean, you need to unclaim.
I haven't claimed anybody. Look, fucking, I'm not claiming anything. You're gonna have to figure it out. We're playing fast and loose. Thank you. I had absolute faith in you as the double stacked centaur, dual wielding, rides through the forest, filled with fury and potency at both losing its wand of wonder and being imbued with it. The one riding the one on top doesn't feel a certain someone, a certain tiny someone hitching a ride. Mug, I believe it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, I thought I was Mug.
Oh, you are Mug. I'm the other
Oh, okay.
person.
I'm going to stab. Stab.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Okay, roll to stab. You do have advantage because you're invisible.
Would that give me sneak attack?
Oh boy, would it.
Yeah, so I'm going to roll and oh my god. I'm sorry, there's so much character sheet happening right now. Attack. I'm attacking. Oh no. I have my dagger. I'm going to roll to hit with my dagger. I rolled a 12 plus 5, so 17.
Okay, that's where are you stabbing the rider?
Okay, I'm on the smaller centaur.
Yeah, you are on the right. You are on the top deck of the double-decker centaur.
Okay, I'm gonna stab it in the butthole.
Yes.
So,
all right.
as you stab this rider in the butthole, he immediately.
Gotta roll for damage.
Oh, excuse me. I thought you rolled 17 damage. Oh no.
No. Yeah. So I rolled 1, 6, 7. Yeah, I got 7 damage. 7 damage in the butthole plus 3, 10. That's right.
Okay, 10 points in the butthole.
Right in the brown eye.
This centaur is going to rear back, and being a good mount, that means that the bigger one is also going to rear back. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw to stay on the horse, as the top one is also going to make a dexterity to stay on the bottom horse. It is going to fail. So now this dexterity saving throw is to not have a giant horse fall upon you.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. So as you stab this thing on the butt, Mug, you backflip off of it like the like the tiny little dragon you are, and the one on the top goes, oh no! And he gets bucked off and falls back prone, while the big one lands forward and looks pissed off. Yort, it's your turn. You've got one regular-sized centaur prone on the ground, one big one very pissed off. What do you want to do?
Well, like my grandfather always said, if you have a problem, stab it in the chest with a stick. And I'm going to cast Booming Blade, but smack it with my quarterstaff. I think.
Roll an attack.
Yeah. That's an 11 plus 5. That's a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Are you hitting the big one or the little one?
The big one.
Okay, right.
Basically, what I'm doing is the Oliphant thing where it rears back, and I'm trying to like make it because it's already reared back. I'm trying to stab it in its horse chest, not its human chest. I'm trying to like put it further off balance, but with a booming nature. And I'm like, happy.
Okay. So you are trying to tip this thing further back. I will allow you to make a intimidation check to see if that'll work. And if this fails, the horse is going to come down on you.
Excellent. I do 6 points of damage.
Very good.
And
intimidation. You can use strength.
Next time it moves, it takes 1d8 points of thunder damage, and my intimidation. I have fucking proficiency in this, so I flex my old man neck, and it just like burgeons out of my fucking shirt. Part of my shirt like rips down the collar, and I'm like, lie down, young man. And that is a 16. I'm allowed to use strength
or charisma
so
in this
21.
case. Okay, yeah. So as this person is rearing up, the old man just sticks it on the thing that goes, oh no! And this bigger horse falls back onto the other horse. It is now just a mass of legs flailing in the air. He's gonna take they're both gonna take some damage. Okay, so he falls back on his smaller friend, who, having been stabbed in the butt and fallen off himself, is just knocked out cold. Someone help me out. Who's next in the initiative order?
We're back at the top.
Talk to the Blip.
Hey, yes. So I step forward. I see my guys having some trouble here, So I inspire. I'm an inspirer. So I go ahead and I give one of my bardic inspirations out. I go ahead and target Shit. The Antonio, the Splishy Splash guy. I guess
Thank you.
I guess it to him. So you got my inspiration there. And then I'm gonna go ahead. I don't like this big giant horse, so I'm gonna cast blindness, like I saw the light. So
Yeah.
open up my eyes here.
That's a
Holy
Constitution saving
shit.
throw?
That's he gets a DC 13 con save there.
Oh yeah, that's an 11. So this centaur just oh no, please, I yield. Oh, please take the wand, it's all forgotten.
Oh, we're taking the wand. We're taking that wand. Right, guys.
Whoever's next in initiative, if you want, we can drop out of initiative, or you can
Okay.
continue.
Splish, I'm gonna make. He hates horses. He's afraid of them, and this was his chance. So I'm gonna make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
You can set the DC.
Let's say 14.
He failed. He rolled a 4.
What does that mean? Does he murder?
I must conquer my fear. And I'm gonna use that inspiration.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
I'm also gonna use the chat inspiration.
Is this centaur technically prone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's advantage.
Yeah.
That's not much better. Okay.
Here's my question: if we have advantage and we roll a natural 1, does that still count?
Yes, it's still
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That was with both advantages. All right, so that's
Takes a bit of
6. So that's 8 points of slashing damage.
Yeah,
With
you
the great
behead
sword.
the blind, begging man on the ground.
Man horse.
Man horse. The blind, virtually defenseless centaur.
I feel like I have overcome a great fear.
Yort walks over and puts a hand on Splish's shoulder and goes, "You did the right thing, son. You did the right thing. Murder is always the answer."
Mhm. I agree.
Wow, you guys are pretty fucked up. Nice. He's dead though. That's good.
Yeah, like, oh, Splish, man, I'm so, I feel so happy that you overcame these fears that you had. I feel like this is a real big moment for, like learning and growth. Maybe the next time we can try to be a bit more peaceful about this type of altercation.
Yes.
But I'm very, very happy for you, man.
You are right. I do live with a bit of regret now. But I feel good about getting rid of that fear, so I feel like I could talk to a centaur now.
I'm proud of you,
They'll
kid.
have one centaur, or did it run away?
No, they're all
They're-
they're all dead. There's
They're
two.
all
They're both
Oh.
dead.
Maybe not today, but somewhere down the line, you'll
If we
get a
come
chance.
across another centaur, I'm sure
Yes.
I would be happy to talk to them.
The next one,
Yeah, of course.
not these ones.
At that moment, you hear a scuttling coming from the woods. There's a great many footfalls come down, and you see just a collection of 6 goblins, all dressed with various goggles and hammers and wrenches and aprons come by, and they go, "Oh, you caught the centaurs! Oh, thank you. They had stolen my masterwork. My name's Giblets, and I am the local enchanter. You might have noticed that wand of wonder is made of bronze. Thank you, travelers."
Shiny.
Hey,
Yeah.
welcome.
You're welcome. Do you got any more shinies? Where you come from?
Do we? Well, actually, our shinies have been at an all-time low. You see, the centaurs have teamed up with both. It's an unholy marriage of horses, men, and centaurs all working together.
Ooh, that's
They're a
cool.
perfect trifecta. The men ride the horses ride the centaurs ride each other.
Oh, I think
It's-
this is where the fucking came in. We were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they get
You think
weird.
Do you think the centaurs are welcome to singles night?
At that bar? No,
Yes.
that bar's cool. That's our bar. We funded that with our bronze,
Interesting,
Oh.
interesting. Yes.
which is being taken. Will
Sweet.
you?
Sweet tiny green man. What is your name?
Gimlets.
Oh, sorry, I was not listening. You are so gross. No, sorry, I didn't mean that.
That's rude. That's
No,
rude.
I-
That's
I-
rude.
I-
You give us
that's
all
rude.
sorts of shinies.
I'm
That is
sorry.
kind of
all of
rude,
you
yes.
are
A little bit rude.
Look, let me explain myself. All of you are gross to me. I live in the sea. I live in the sea. So all of you land dwellers are odd and weird to me.
Are we all
Hey,
too
I'm not
dry?
I'm not the guy over here making goo, at
Yeah, the
will.
good guy.
So
I thought you,
Well, good
I
guy
thought you
over
all
here
liked
thinks
my
we're
goo.
I liked your goo. I thought it was quite good.
I feel
We
like
have
you-
much need for goo back at our village.
How much goo you need? I can get you some goo. I know a
As
goo guy.
much goo as you can provide.
I think we can provide a lot of goo. We can milk this guy for goo.
Please do not milk me. Chakra, what you were going to say something?
Oh no, I was saying I think your goo is like this really integral part of you. Just like it may seem really weird and unnerving and gross to the rest of us, but I mean like my flowers might seem weird to you, but I think that's what makes you special.
Chakra, you are my favorite.
Thank you. You all are my favorite.
I said your goo was quite nice as well.
I like you too, Yort. You're cool.
Okay.
you're
Okay.
cool.
Am I also your favorite?
No, I don't know you. I
I'm
have
not talking to you,
stood-
goo boy. I'm talking to Big Slim over here. Chakra was your favorite?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Am I your
yeah.
favorite?
Of course, you'll small green man. I just adore you. Yeah, you are like
What?
No,
Name
no,
the things
you're
you
my
like
favorite.
about me. Tell me
Alright.
3 things you like about me.
I like how inventive you are and how passionate you are and also thank
And
you.
name a
Thank you.
3rd thing.
Yeah, I have trouble with the counting.
I
I
got
want
you.
3.
I think that you are a perfect little stature. It's like I wonder what the
Well,
world looks like from your view.
I gotta try to keep everything in its right place as you get older. You know, I'm
I-
coming up on 4.
I was
Sure.
wondering. I was wondering. Do you go to the singles night?
Who, me?
Because I am down to clown all the time.
I'm kind of in a thing right now. We're kind of taking a break. It's not really important. Look, item number 1.
Do you
Wait,
need
this-
romantic advice? No, let's
Look-
not get into that. You're right. It's weird. There's a
Well, now that you mention it, look, I
No,
have
not-
3 things. Which one? And you get to decide which
Number
you
2.
would like to tackle first. Number 2 is the goo shortage. Number 1 is the assaults on our town by the human centaur horse unification, and number 3 is well, I mean, me and Garnet have been kind of seeing each other for a while, and I want to take it to the next level, but I'm not sure if Garnet's ready. And
I would
Yeah.
like to say personally, I've lived quite a long time, and I feel like I'm uniquely equipped to deal with problem number 3. I've loved and lived. When you've loved and lived as I have, you know many, many things. There is a wisdom that you accrue over years and years. There's also a few STDs, but like
Oh yeah.
mostly wisdom.
I would like to stab more things and maybe get more shinies for stabbing the things. So if we go stab the horsemen, will we get more shinies and then maybe help your relationship and goo problems? Maybe those things can all go together.
We could multitask exactly, one
Yeah.
after the other, kind of.
1,
Yeah.
2, and 3.
Yeah.
if
Bang,
you
bang,
kill
bang, kind of.
all those horses and men horses, you can take all the stuff they took. That's yours.
Oh, I like this. Let's
Hey,
go
all
do
right.
that.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Yes, I'm
follow
ready.
me.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
you're gonna show us where they are?
Oh boy, will I!
Oh, I got my stick.
Let us away.
fingers.
Oh, thank
no.
God. It's your problem now, Taylor.
Taylor.
Okay, so Giblet is gonna lead you around through the forest. And while he's leading you through the forest, he's, you're kind of not sneaking so much, but you're having a nice little conversation. He's like, so yeah, the thing about me and Garnet is that, especially with taking it to the next level, I don't know if they're ready to get serious. They're part of a whole polycule thing because we're polyamorous as goblins, and I don't know if they want to be exclusive or semi-exclusive, and there's like a lot of other stuff. Anyway, so that's
I have a
beyond the
question.
point. Yes.
Well, I think Yort said something pretty wise. What was it? Oh, yes, stab your problems. Have you tried stabbing your problems?
You know what? I think that's going to help with this thing coming up here. So if you go right around this ridge, you'll see the encampment of the horsemen, and their unholy writhing orgy, which they usually do between 9 and 10 p.m. It doesn't last a long time. It's one of those in and out lickety-split situations. So yeah, if you get them while they're down, wink, then maybe, you can solve a few problems with one stone. You can help me with stabbing them. You can get their loot and, steal any of the loot that they're using.
I think I can help with this problem. Let me tell you something. I know a little something about setting the mood for an orgy. And he gets out his bagpipes.
I can
and he
hear
says,
him through the wall.
Nothing gets boys rigid like bagpipes. I'm gonna get things going. Y'all take care of the rest. And he puts it in his mouth and just feel like a and he starts tearing up this bagpipe.
Do we want the horses and the man horses and the men to be rigid?
Can I say something? Look, if they're into, consensual pleasure, I feel like maybe let's not interrupt them during that. That seems harsh.
Oh, no. I mean, they've gotten their rocks off plenty of times. We just need to go in there and finish the job, not in the sexual way, but in the killing way, because they've been taken and not given back. That's not
Blip
cool.
is headed directly towards the orgy with his bagpipes.
Hold on, I can do a bagpipe. Hold on.
I'm just feeling very lightheaded.
Sorry, to add to that, can you Taylor, can you do that again? I'm just gonna add the secondary part of the bagpipe.
Really setting the mood, the music, and the horse people and everybody. I'm gonna roll a d20, see how into it they are. They're actually really into the bagpipe music and fully distracted by this in their love making. That love making involves some of it is just like cuddling, very nice, like asexual, massages, and some of it's definitely more carnal. So, but they're very, very distracted doing what they are doing.
This reminds me of when I was young, for they called me the seahorse man. For I was hung like a seahorse.
So you're filled with babies? Is that
yes. Specifically, yes. That is.
Okay. I mean, how many children do you have?
Every bit of goo, in fact, is a potential child lost to the will of the world.
Oh my god.
Yort, Chakra, you seem wise at the world. Should I be looking at this? I feel like I'm intruding.
Look, I don't know if I want to be the one to explain to you sort of what pleasure looks like for different people. So just take it in, draw your own conclusions.
I would be happy to draw it for you. And I start drawing some very erotic sketches.
I don't feel good about killing these people right now. I feel weird about it, and I'm also very lightheaded.
Yort's going to go over and start critiquing some of the erotic sketches and making slight corrections to it.
You are correct. I was in error. Yes.
You're doing good though. Again, as many years as many men and women I have loved. You run a risk every time you lie down with someone, and that you might die. They know what they're getting into.
That is
I'm
very
learning
true.
so much about romance.
Should I be worried that my cloaca is tingling?
Oh, whoa. Okay, Mug. Yo, I don't want to yuck any yums, but cloacas are gross. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. When a young kobold reaches a certain age, you know, their cloacas tingle, and it's just a part of life. It's just something. Okay, could somebody go kill these sons of bitch? Or you know what? Subdue them another way? Maybe.
Perhaps I could goo them.
You could goo them. I don't know.
That's how
York's
he
going
Can
was
the orc
born.
be gooed?
Oh, sorry. Is there like an opening right now to this area?
Yeah. So you're like you're around sort of a, you know, like say a rock face, and then it opens into like a clearing, not quite a cave, but you know, sort of like a protected sort of encampment that's open to the night air for ambiance and romance. Obviously, you can see the stars.
Beautiful.
They have a fire going and some skins, and you can see the pile of bronze in the corner.
Fire, you say. How far are we from these individuals?
I would say you are about 30 feet away from these individuals, enough to sort of keep hidden and watch if you like watching what's going on. So yeah, about 30 feet away.
I would like to look at Splish, and I'd like to put my hands out and be like,
May I touch you? Non-sexually.
Now it gets tricky, my friend. No, yes, of course.
I'm gonna slick off some of the goo. I'm gonna apply it to myself, and then I want to sneak over to the crowd, and I want to do the sneak first, just in case things happen.
Okay, yeah. Let's do some sneaking.
All this happening. Chakra's gonna heal himself. He's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay,
It's a natural 20, which doesn't rotate. Natural 20
Not
doesn't
yet.
rotate yet. Not yet. It will next rotation. It will, but not yet. So
Oh my
the
God.
total comes to stealth. That is a 25 stealth.
Oh yeah, you can sneak into this encampment,
Okay.
and everybody's too distracted by
Yeah.
the very sexy, sensual bagpipe music to hear you coming. Not with you, but they can't hear you slip into the crowd.
And you watch as Mug kind of and just sort of slips in between the cracks of the writhing mass of horses, centaurs, and people. And the next time you see Mug is someone is in the throes of passion, and their like head leans back, and you just see a little tiny reptilian arm stab a dagger up through their chin, and then just slip back into the mass.
Yikes.
I'm here to do a job.
I guess we're gonna roll for initiative again.
And the swarm.
Yeah, with the swarm. Let's say there's two more centaur, regular size centaurs, 2 humans, 2 of everything. Let's do it Noah's Ark style.
Is the inspiration just
regular
plus?
horses?
What's the
Plus
inspiration?
a D6.
Audience inspiration give us?
But Bam, you have 3, so you have 3d6 that you can use at any time.
Oh, can I use it on initiative? Because I just rolled poorly.
Yes.
Oh,
Sweet, I'm gonna use one.
should I roll to attack this person?
4. I use 1. Heck yeah.
Tay, should I roll to attack?
Oh yeah. You know what? I assumed you were so sneaky that you just stabbed him. But yeah, let's go with our
I'm happy
roll
to go with
attack.
that.
Yeah, you know what? I would like to roll just to see how it actually turns out, because
Sure,
maybe
please.
you miss and you get him up the nostril with like a
Yes,
finger.
absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, yeah. What'd you roll?
Oh, I roll. Sorry, I thought you said you'd roll.
Oh no, you roll.
Okay, that is a 17, but I am going to add my inspiration, so that is a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely. You get him. You get that dagger right up, which is the chin, right through the chin. They're having a bad time. And then you pull it out and you scamper away, is what you said.
Yes,
So
that's
they-
13 points of damage as I slide back into the crowd.
So this centaur who is-
Remembering, I am covered in goo.
Yes.
Very slippery.
Very slippery. So this centaur isn't dead, but is like having just like, oh my god, what is happening? And it, like they were massaging a lovely horse, and then now they're bleeding from everywhere. What just happened? And they start to get angry, and everybody sort of gets up, and that's why we're rolling for initiative, because they're gonna start coming to look for whatever just attacked and disrupted their euphoria, their lovemaking, their chill times. So what did we have for initiative? I need numbers.
20 for Chakra.
21 for Blip.
Okay.
19
20 for
for
Chakra.
Yort.
Yort.
14 for Mug.
I used inspiration and I still only got a 13.
13 for Yort, so that was Adam.
Oh no, Yort was 18.
19.
19.
9. Oh my god.
I was. Yeah, no. The one thing I didn't consider was how fucky initiative would be.
Okay, so sorry, who was next? So I got Tim, Sean, Breanna. Who's next?
14 for Mug.
Okay.
And then 13 for Splish.
For Splish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And then we have
I will go last.
we have the writhing mass. They're all going. They'll all go last. They'll all act as one big group. Orgy. Friends. Great. Awesome. So Tim, you're going first.
I think Sean's going first.
Yeah,
Sean
Sean going
21.
first. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
I'm doing a long con.
Okay.
I understand there's some sort of wall around this this situation.
Like a semicircle.
Yeah. But they're all on the inside and we're on the other side.
Yeah.
I would like to cast
Mhm.
silent image of
Oh.
just the sexiest centaur, a massive, very sexy centaur. However, importantly, it takes an action to cast it. It's
Okay.
15 feet tall, but
Oh.
as your action, not this turn, but as an action, you can move it. You can't make any sound, but you can move it. I'm just explaining my thought process because I may not get to do the payoff. But for the time being, my incredibly sexy 15-foot tall centaur is lying in hiding behind a wall, unable to be seen by the rest of the party. There's just a sexy centaur that we can see that they can't. And I maintain the bagpipes.
All right. So we have a sexy centaur, some sensual bagpipe music. And up next we have who got the 20? Tim?
That's
I switched them
Chakra.
around. Chakra.
Yeah. Chakra is going to nothing's popped off yet. So Chakra's gonna hold
Nothing's popped off yet.
I mean, they haven't started attacking us. Like, you're just in the thick of it, but nothing's like I don't even know if you've been seen yet.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. Okay, don't panic, Chakra. And I'm gonna hold an action. I'm gonna hold a spell, the spell hold person until one of them starts moving towards us.
Okay. So you're ready in action. Yep. Up next we have Breanna.
Okay, so Yort, kind of seeing Chakra's like slight hesitation, is going to, having his staff, kind of walking forward, pat him on the shoulder, walk just straight in, just like 15 feet in, to bridge this gap between us and this orgy that is now occurring. And he is going to flex as his arms just kind of like almost go through the seams of his clothing. As he extends a hand forward, fire erupts off of it. He's in the cast Burning Hands.
All right, yeah.
Terry Crews.
Do you need to roll for that one, or does it just auto pass?
That is a dexterity saving throw. The
Okay.
DC is 9.
Yort's the worst wizard.
I am assuming I also need to make that saving throw.
Oh yeah. Little Mug is there.
The orgy friends, as I'm calling them, the orgy of horsemen, they passed the dex save. So
Surprisingly.
So yeah, you come out and you cast Burning Hands, and it misses everybody because they're just too writhing and slippery. Though they are kind of starting to get up from that and trying to see what's going on, because obviously there's some very sexual things happening around that are very distracting.
I have a question, and it's very, very important to this. Have they been using body oil?
Yeah, well, I said there were some massages. I'm gonna say yes, because a dry massage is
no fun.
Sandy dry massage unless you're like exfoliating.
My follow-up question is body oil flammable?
I think you get to decide because you're the DM.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's you next. Oh no.
Right. So you see as Yort steps forward and casts the flame, and they all like dodge out of the way. It's like a quick movement. They're all like, ooh. Even you see Mug kind of slips away. But the one who is like bleeding from the neck, no, he was giving the massage. The one who was giving the massage is still bleeding from the neck, but the one who's getting the massage, covered in body oil, you watch as he dexterously, freakishly so, for just a literal horse, dodges out of the way of the fire, but you watch as one errant spark lands upon the oil upon his horse equine body and erupts into flame and it starts panicking and running into all the other things. I'm going to make some rolls here.
Oh man, I just felt like I had like an out-of-body experience, dudes.
You watch as almost perfectly the horse runs into a man who is covered in oil. There was a real half party, kind of half of them were getting massages and half of them were not, and so half of them are covered in oil, and you watch as all of them fail to get out of the way of this new rampaging flame horse, and you see a man, a centaur, and a horse all screaming in a cacophonous pain as they are all engulfed in flame. They're going to take some damage. Okay. Yeah. So you watch as the man who is literally just a dude, he's just a peasant. He's like, and he just like fucking Indiana Jones looking at the fucking Ark of the Covenant melts. You watch the horse, also just a regular horse, kicking and screaming. You smell the sweet scent of burning meat as it and falls down. And you watch as the centaur goes, Dad, as he looks at his dead father.
Wait, did that guy just say dad? Ew.
They were on the other side. They were on the far side of the orgy. They were very separate. For like,
no, this orgy did need to burn.
As far as orgy like geography goes, they were very far apart. But yeah,
made very little eye contact.
Minimal eye contact. But yeah, you see this horse dies and the centaur flies into a rage. Just for clarification, oh yes, rotations will now happen on natural ones and natural 20s, and every 10 minutes. Where were the centaurs in the initiative order?
Last.
Yeah,
They were last, and Yort just went, correct?
Yeah.
I think Splish still has to go.
I think it's Mug's turn.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Mug, it is your turn. Well, back-to-back turns.
Amazing. I Mug again. As Mug hears the dad, Mug turns around as, I have questions.
No.
What's nearest Mug?
You see the kind of equidistant to you, equa being a hilarious horse pun. You see the neck bleeding, I believe it was a centaur, the neck bleeding centaur, and you see the grieving for his father centaur, and they are like each about 10 feet from you, and they both lock eyes on you. Oh, actually, no, make a stealth check for me.
Ooh, amazing.
I think you're still tiny.
Oh my god, yeah, you're still reduced. Yes.
How long does it last though?
Well,
Adam's a DM. A DM,
yeah,
how long does it
still
last?
reduced. There was no established timeline. You are still reduced.
I am the stealthiest of little kobolds. The 17. I do not have the character sheet for Mug.
No,
right
that's.
now.
I think it's 5, so it's like a 22. Oh yeah, I need to unclaim that. You see as they like look. It's almost as if they do look at you. Like they look at each other and they look down, and then their eyes just kind of like glaze over you as they look towards Yort, the source of all of their flaming troubles. And they look ready to kill Yort as they draw their orgy spears, which are shorter for safety. They don't use it. It's a ceremonial spear that you take to the orgy. You never use it in the orgy, but like it's important to keep with tradition, you know.
And you know what? We don't kink shame here.
No.
So.
No, I'm very accepting of all cultures and customs. Like it's very important to me.
If you bring a spear to an orgy, you're going to use that spear.
There's a lesson in there, man.
All right. So, Mug, what would you like to do?
Mug wants to try to sneak up behind one of these centaurs. And because Mug only knows where to stab in one place, Mug is stabbing in the butthole.
In the butthole. Excellent stuff. So roll that attack.
Mug in the butthole.
8 + 5, so 19.
And if you think about it, the mouth is the face's butthole, so that's why he stabbed there. He just saw the opportunity to yeah. Sorry, what was that? Was 19?
Mug aims
19.
exclusively for
orifices. Yeah. 19. Oh yeah, 19 definitely hits. Roll that damage.
Is it sneak attack damage?
Yeah. This dude doesn't know you're there. Is this the guy who you already stabbed, or the guy who's grieving his dead father?
Grieving dead father.
Okay, cool.
What a great question.
16 points of damage.
How much? 16?
16.
So yeah, you like, because you're not tall enough to reach his butthole, so you like kip up like 1 foot on the like horse knee part of a horse that I don't know how to describe very well, and you like jump off it parkour style and both hand plunge your dagger into its butthole, and it goes oh my asshole as your body weight pulls you down and you fucking sever that asshole directly in twain. Yeah, this is an involuntary prolapsed anus.
We didn't need more description. That was
Keep going.
And he screams in pain, like limping loosely as his butthole gets torn the fuck up.
I have regrets for establishing
He's still moving though, right? Like he's
like barely like hanging on.
Well, you know what? I have 2 daggers, so I'm gonna make a new butthole and stab him somewhere else. That's not the butthole.
Cool. Well, you see a really great opening. He doesn't have a butthole anymore. He just kind of has this gash, and you realize if you just stab to the side of that, you could just really help him out and give him a new butthole. So roll an attack. And this will not be sneak attack.
Yeah, that's 23.
That'll definitely hit.
I do have to say that there is potential here, because when you're shrunk, you do 1d4 less damage, and you're rolling with a dagger. So there's potential that you could do anti-damage.
I think yours. Oh, because you don't. You are correct. Yes. So I'm gonna roll a d4 just to like give him some health back while you roll your damage. Okay. Yeah, he just gets a little bit of health back, but so you roll your
points.
No, you don't add your modifier.
Oh, just 4 then.
So
roll
4 and then roll a d4 to minus from that.
2. So 2.
So you do 2 points of damage. You just go clink. It's hilarious because 2 points of damage is what got taken away. So it all kind of equaled out in the end, and he is still very close to death's door.
Balance and all things, man.
Next up is Splish. What would Splish like to do?
So Splish is just looking out on this field of burning horses, men, and horsemen.
Yeah.
And he just says, wow, this is truly a nightmare come to life.
Yes, there is. Oh, right. Yes. There is a horse. Oh, wait, didn't I say 1 centaur died? I've put there's an extra
everybody's on fire.
There's a horse two centaurs and a human that are left.
He is going to try to conquer his fear. I believe the DC is 14 for wisdom
DC
saving
is 14,
throw.
yes.
And
Yes.
he's going to try to get in. That's a 13. You know we're going to use our inspiration
Yeah.
die.
Mhm.
Father, I will avenge you. And he's going to grab his longsword and just
Sorry,
come.
mother, I will avenge you.
Father. I
Father,
will
okay.
avenge
So
you.
father, okay.
Lots of fathers, lots of daddy issues happening.
Keeping it on. I don't fucking know. Fight me.
That's a
He's gonna take a swing at the one who's almost there. Almost
The
dead.
one who's grieving his dad and doesn't have a butthole, or the guy with the
Yeah.
neck wound?
The guy, the butthole one, obviously.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna finish that off. Yeah.
We'll see. 4 plus 5.
no.
I'm gonna use my other inspiration that I've gotten.
So
That's a
9.
15.
15? 15. Yeah. You like swing your blade down, and as the blade like drops, you're like, you kind of slip a little bit on the. Someone else will describe this. It is Breanna's turn.
Oh no!
Splish action surges. Whoever's next.
That's what I was gonna do too, bro. That's awesome.
Amazing. So as you're going in with your with that strike, I didn't actually catch what the roll was, but I'm saying it hits. And
Yeah.
so it goes through into like, where were you aiming on the creature?
It's not up to me anymore.
Oh, yes. So where was
Who's Splish?
Splish?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm Splish. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out how to. What? Yeah. Okay. Yep. I'm Splish. Hello. I'm here. Hello. I am Splish. I am back. I am action surging. I have never action surged before playing a character. So, what am I doing?
You get an additional action to take.
Oh, hell yeah. That's very cool. So have I was conquering my fear and I was attacking.
You get
I
to roll
did.
damage for your first sword swing, and you also are action surging.
Okay, so I will roll the damage for my great sword attack, which will be 26 plus 3.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
I got a 7. Plus 3 is 10.
10 points of damage.
And then since I'm action surging, I get to make a second attack.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I'm going to
Right.
roll for my second attack. Oh, I got a 16 plus 5. I got the 21.
Oh, that also hits.
Oh, yay. Take that, you horse fiends. The snack on my goo. I got an 11 plus 3. I got the 14 for my second attack.
Amazing. And as with the declaration of goo, as goo kind of emanates off and splashes in the surrounding areas, you see a little bit of it go on to that creature that you're attacking. And as you slash through, you notice that limb is almost just hanging off of it as it collapses to the ground and is like crying out for a moment until goo lands right on its face and silences it.
Death by
That's-
goo.
That's what I thought.
Fuck me, you never like to see it. It'll scar me the day I die.
And
This is
then-
just not what I signed up for.
From that, I believe that brings us to the orgy.
Yeah.
So we have 1 centaur and 1 human remaining.
And
at this
one
point,
horse.
And 1 horse.
Oh,
We
goddamn.
have Noah's Ark.
How many buttholes are left?
3.
3 buttholes. Thank you.
3 buttholes
Important
remain.
to keep track.
That's
And
less
I
than
also
4,
want to
right?
mention the sexy centaur illusion is still present as well and hidden, but they do not know that. And they are going to start moving towards the most recent source of pain, which would be both. Ooh, I want to see if they would actually notice Mug. No, they are a little bit distracted.
No one
by-
sees me.
I think Chakra too had a hold person.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bro.
Look at that human being has to pass a DC, which has a number. Here it comes, 13.
It fails, so
Nope, not happening.
I'm really sorry.
It's amazing. So the centaur and horse are going to be going towards Splish, given the most recent attack befell probably their favorite individual there.
Ah!
And they're both
Stay
going
away from me, you fiends! You horse-like fiends!
As the horse rears up, it's going to take its front hooves like in this big wild motion and try to just strike you across the upper body. And that's a natural 1.
Oh! Somebody else
I was
will
just
do-
learning this character crap.
No.
That's the nature of the game.
the game.
I'm no longer the bard. I also love someone in chat just said they're like, oh, I love it. The Adam's the bard. No, I'm not.
You'll never get to be the bard, Adam.
All right. So as the horse kind of rears up, or it was the horse or the centaur.
Horse.
There was a horse. The horse sort of rears up, and its legs just buckle as it just goes like arms front and legs straight back, belly flop onto the ground, and embarrassingly, like very embarrassed, just like struggles to get back up. So that was the now it's the centaur's turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the centaur is going to, you watch it as it like flips out its orgy spear, and it's gonna try to attack you. It's gonna try to get you once with its little spear, and then it's gonna rear up its hooves.
And it's
Try to
attacking
punch you with-
Splish.
Yeah, Splish. So the first one,
You terrible, terrible beast.
the first one is a 25 to hit.
That definitely hits. Yeah.
Here, and then an 18 for the hooves.
To hit.
Yeah.
Also hit.
All right, so for the little spear, that's 11 points of damage, piercing damage. And then the hooves, that's 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, so 24
Yes.
all up.
This one is like pissed as you watch it just stabs him and then starts trampling.
I look over to Chakra and I go,
I too am close to my second journey. And,
Oh no!
As the head on the centaur goes, nay. All right, that brings us back to the top of the order with Blip.
Oh God, that's me. So Blip is going to continue on the bagpipes at this point, but to a absolute maximum. And would like to bring out the sexy, tall centaur woman that was off in waiting in the side as she gallops in, like incredibly sensually, as an attempt to distract.
Yes, make a you can make a performance check. We'll say at advantage, because he's already riled up.
I just rolled a natural 1 and now I roll a natural 20 because of that advantage.
Yeah.
the natural one still counts though.
Oh, wait, we all
you did
swap?
both? We have to
Wait.
does that mean we do it twice?
And it's two.
Yeah, because it was a natural 1 and a natural 20.
It's two rotations.
So it just skips.
Bam.
It's bam. I mean, or do
Okay,
we just
I'm up
is it just
now.
one because it's advantage? So is it just any time?
I give Bam the I feel like because it's Bam that it's skipping, Bam gets to choose. Does it skip you, Bam? Because it is a 1 and a 20. Does it rotate twice or does it rotate?
No,
once?
I think it's got to be just once.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, let's. I'll just be vain. Like, let me have one. Let me.
Yeah.
just-
absolutely.
All right,
Yeah.
so
All right. So while we're dealing with the shifting of our characters, you start to kind of lay your eyes upon just the chaos that surrounds you, the piles of goo and viscera, blood, and questionable creamy liquids of indeterminate origin that just surround you and are creating almost a primordial soup on the ground. You start to hear the chants of another far-off orgy, as if there's orgies happening in every hill around every bush that surrounds you. You hear the chant, bone, 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 bone. It starts to fill the sky around you. Bone,
No.
bone. And you watch as all this primordial ooze starts to gather into one point. And this collection of various colored, disgusting liquids starts to fuse with the fallen corpses of the many centaurs. You hear it echoing still. Bone, bone, bone. And you watch as suddenly splitting from the central body of the largest centaur that remains, you hear the great tearing of skin as blood and muscle are sundered before your very eyes. And you bear witness before you to the great Bone Naga. This large, centrally boned snake rears up at you, summoned by this cosmic orgy ritual. You know, normally the spirit would be summoned upon to attack the nearby villages, you know, where Giblet and Figgly Pop and the Four Tang Fork Inn surely would be decimated if not for the presence of heroes such as yourself. You see the great Bone Naga raise into the sky, and whoever's next in initiative goes.
Who is next in initiative?
Chakra.
That's a great question. Who just went?
Chakra.
Splish went, right?
Blip just went, I think.
Yeah,
right? It was
Chakra.
Blip. Yeah.
All right.
Whoa.
So yes, a large. So yeah, you see it stands about 12 feet tall, just like the skeleton of a snake with a split skulled forehead. It just hisses down at you.
Is this an undead creature?
Yes.
Like, I want to say I'm all for vibes and who's bringing what and which to the table. And like, we might have, you know, turned the vibe at this orgy a different direction. But what you're doing right now is you're really bumming everyone out. So you're going to need to turn around and walk away. And I'm going to try to turn undead.
All right. What's the saving throw?
DC 13.
DC 13. All right. I rolled a 9. I'm going to use one of my inspirations from
Oh!
the crew to give him a. What kind of save?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Boom. 15.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So he's like, your passivity does nothing. I shall feast on your soul.
Fuck.
He's pissed you tried to do that.
I think Yort is next.
Yort, you're up. You see this thing casting its like vicious gaze down. It looks like it's about to like wreck Chakra's whole vibe. So what do you do?
Oh yeah. Yort is going to cast gonna flex again, this time with his rippling muscles, decimating his robe sleeves to but threadbare, and cast burning hands in the direction of the bone snake. So yeah, I'm gonna do. I just cast it.
Yeah, he makes a dex saving. So he's rolling hot. No, that's a 13. I'm gonna use the last of my inspirations. That's a 16.
Yeah, you definitely beat that dex throw. So
I think he takes half damage still. I think he does still do half.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll roll and round down by half.
The pass was 9.
It was 7.
Yeah.
It's very low. So
yeah, you guys hear the rippling muscles kind of echo as he blows his shirt off.
Breanna, I love that your background has just come true to life.
Yeah.
I
You
told you I
predicted
have
it.
a goal. Everything's on fire.
Yeah. So yeah, you can take the bone snake takes 7 fire damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's not. Yeah, he is not immune or extra susceptible to it. He takes the full damage.
And any oil that's still on bodies in this area continues to ignite.
Roll me 1d100.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. One sec. Whoop. Oh, wait. I'm doing it. I have too many dice. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. I got an 87.
Oh, yes. So, in this moment, you flex and your shirt just explodes off, revealing an oiled body of your very own.
No!
And as you start calling this fire, your own oil kind of melts off and you see it drip down into your fire, igniting like this massive flamethrower that just blows your burning hands all around. So yes, all of the surrounding areas are on fire right now. Each of you will deal with that, including the Bone Naga on his turn as well. So just remember, there are areas of no fire. You know, we're all doing theater of the mind, so feel free. But yeah, you do see pockets of fire that you could push it into or do all kinds of fun stuff with. So yes, awesome, super dope. Yort, if you're done, Mug's up.
Yep, I'm done.
Right,
Where is the butt on a bone snake?
Yes.
Wait. Mug is an investigator, so I would love to use my insightful fighting feature to try to insight where the butthole is on a bone snake. I'm gonna roll insight versus its deception. Yeah.
All right.
That's gonna be a 12.
It's gonna be a 4 plus probably 2. So yeah, he fails. You look down. Yes, you look down and you're like, surely on a skeletal beast there's no butthole, but this bone naga is a creature of its own accord. It is a living creature, and rather than food, you see just pure evil spills out of the small hole near the base of the tail. You know, your blade almost summoned to it at the point. You see the bone naga's butthole.
Mug sees that this is a moment. This is much bigger than what we thought. This is bigger than horses. This is bigger than men. This is bigger than horsemen. Mug is just going to start sprinting their tiny little legs, run, and is going to dive into the Naga's butthole.
Bam, check the chat.
I believe.
Yes. So Sean, you I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't want to call you Sean in this moment. This is Mug. Mug, you start running, you know, and you feel yourself almost like Ant-Man. And the closer you get, the smaller you suddenly become as you match the size of your challenge directly before you. You dive forward, knife first, and you pierce this darkness that spills out of where this Bone Naga's butthole be. And as you enter this strange black void, you see a shimmering magical item in front of you, Sean. A wand of wonder drops into Mug's hand.
Mug
inside
for the second time.
Mug is touched by the gods, man.
Oh my
Yes.
God, Mug is a wonderful boy.
All right. Play along at home. Pull up the fucking Wand of Wonder chart. We're going 3 charges. Number 1, that's a 73, which is fireball.
Yes. Give me all 3. We'll do them all.
3 charges. That's just a 20, which I cast Gust of Wind.
Yes.
God.
Oh my God.
And finally, a 54. Oh boy. No, I cast darkness.
Holy shit.
So,
my
what is
God.
that? 8d6? 8d6?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, let me pull up a dice roller. I didn't think we're only level 3.
Holy shit. The fact that you cast all area of effect spells is insane to me.
Inside.
It's doing. Oh wait,
Bananas.
Inside the Bone Naga's butthole.
that's
In
26
order, it's
points
an
of
explosion,
damage.
a gust of wind, and then pitch darkness.
It's 26 points of fire damage, which will kill Mug.
All right. All of you standing on the outside of this fire naga, you know, you watch your friend become even smaller and smaller by the moment, disappearing into the bone naga's very body. And suddenly you hear a great as you see light start to peel out of the mouth of this bone naga, and an eruption of fire blows out of his throat. You see a large gust of wind blow it and expand the fire even more. And that gust of wind carries the dark, withered ashes of your friend Mug, who died as he lived in a quest for buttholes.
I'll create a new character and we'll deal with that on initiative.
Oh boy.
Splish, you watch as the shadowy pieces of a burning Mug fall on the ground all around you. How do you avenge your fallen comrade?
My sweet little kobold. Strange little kobold. He is going to probably also die as he lived. gonna go straight for the closest enemy. Are we down to just a centaur at this point?
At this point, actually, just the Bone Naga is the focus of your battle.
Oh, Splish is going to move forward as his very aerodynamic, hairless frame saunters forward, almost like liquid on land, and the goo kind of emanating off of him, sizzling off of some of the heat of the flames nearby. I'm going to expend a superiority die. Or actually, I have to attack first. I'm going to take an attack first with, let's see here.
He has a 15 AC.
Oh, what was that?
He has a 15 AC.
15 AC? Okay, perfect. So great sword. That's going to be a 18. So
nice,
that will
that's a pass. That's a hit.
And that's going to be not very good.
Oh, no.
7 points of damage.
Nice.
And
he doesn't bleed, but he's seething dark liquids. He's less than half health.
Dark liquids. Not nearly as nice as my liquids. And I'm going to expend a superiority die to use the sweeping attack. Oh, I apologize. There's no other creatures within 5 feet, are there?
No, it would just be you and him.
In which case, does he have a weapon on him?
He has natural weapons. He doesn't have an actual. Yeah, he just has a bite attack, so he doesn't have any hands. He's just kind of like a large bony skeleton.
I still want to use a superiority die, so we're gonna dance, and I'm gonna utilize the bait and switch maneuver just to switch places with him.
Sweet. No, I love it.
Dance with death.
I don't think there's a save or anything according to that. You just move him, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you kind of put yourself on the other side of him, granting advantage to Splash as you kind of flank this thing and put your allies on the other side.
Sean is now the DM.
Oh no. Okay.
And Adam has a wand of wonder.
Whoever was going to be Mug, there is a new character in the thing. They're randomized. Have fun.
Is it not a character? Is it which one
no,
is this?
It's the one that has a name. You can rename them.
Is that random?
No, I picked that name because I thought it was funny.
I'm saying is the class random?
Yeah, it's random. It's just I just hit create
How did you
character.
get that race? That's so on brand for you.
I know.
I don't know what this is.
It's the one called Goobin. Figure it
Goobin.
out. Sorry, I've been building a thing. So
it's a frog boy.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah.
I'm Yort.
All right. Okay.
I was building a thing. What happened? Splish, squish, splish, splish, slice the thing and cut it up. Whose
And
turn
then
is it?
switched it. Well, a wand of wonder just fell into Yort's hand.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So please describe that.
Okay. Well, this is the thing. As Splish cuts into this bone naga and this inky blackness sprays out, something catches your sword and you hear a ting as you cut through and you fling out yet another wand of wonder, which goes flying through the air and lands in the hand of the aged Orc Wizard.
What?
You believe that this bone naga may or may not be filled with wands of wonder.
I'm obviously going to point it at the Naga, and I'm going to roll my 3 things. That is a 6, which is I cast Lightning Bolt.
Exquisite.
A straight 90. I shoot a stream of 1d4 times 10 gems. Where is my d4?
Oh, yeah.
There's my d4. I shoot a stream of 30 gems, each worth 1 gold. They shoot from the tip, and they each deal. So I do 30 damage. Nope, but it's in a line. Wait, but because Splish switched them, it only hits the Naga.
Yeah.
So it all hits the Naga, and the lightning bolt will travel through the Naga, which will likely hit Splish, who is very wet. And then for my last roll, that is a 72. I also cast Fireball.
Splish my die.
So who's in melee with it? Is it just Splish fighting it right now?
I think so.
Splish, I'm gonna need you to make 2 dexterity saving throws.
Oh,
Big
he's
one.
so done. He is so done.
Glad I stayed out. Bagpipes.
Oh, okay, for the dexterity save, that's an 18 for the first one and a big old 6 for the second one.
Okay,
And he
roll that
only
damage.
has
It's
You only have-
16d6, right?
It's 16d6. That's right.
Oh, no. What?
This is glorious.
he's for sure vaporized.
Happy to be a part of
Like
it.
he's for sure dead.
He's-
He's got 4 hit points and he has a max of 28.
So, what is the total? Oh my god, this doesn't. Fuck, sorry, I found the wrong dice roller.
Oh no! You got. I use.
Isn't it always the wrong dice roll?
So as I'll describe it
Okay,
as,
yeah, please.
as wait, no, give me the number because that'll dictate how fucking sick it is.
26 points of fire damage
Uh-huh.
and 21 points of lightning damage.
Oh,
That is
God.
47 points of damage.
So, wait, what was the middle spell that you cast? It was lightning bolt.
Oh, and 30 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh, yeah.
of gems.
So,
Which would, like, I mean, it's up to you, but they are caught in the crossfire of the fire.
so as Yort, Yort, like just holds onto this thing, and it's like a ghostbuster crossing the stream. This bolt of lightning bolt just rocks the bone naga, shocking Splish in place, and followed up immediately. All these gems batter and bones crack. Bits of wands of wonder explode out of the bone naga, and the dumbfounded Splish takes one between the eyes, and then finally one final gem, smaller, shinier, almost much oranger than the rest, comes out, and like the Death Star, the head of the bone naga goes flying into the air, cascading blackness and goo across the entire land. Bits of bone come raining down, and Splish just gets splashed. There is only 2 very finely made, ethically sourced leather sandals and a pile of goo left on the ground. The goo seeming to have insulated the sandals from the fiery explosion. But Splish is no longer with us.
Oh my word.
And the chanting of bone, bone, bone falls silent as the orgy cultists, you hear them fleeing in terror as their god, the great boner, has fallen into dust. What would you like to do, team? Oh, and at that moment, you know what? No, I'll let you introduce yourself. But yeah, that's what happened. Now you do stuff.
Just out of the pile of like corpses, there's just like a ranger, a little frog person, wearing like a little leather hat and some like puffy pants with pantaloons appears, and the hat is not leather but like a leaf. It goes, yeah, I've been here the whole no, and that's like, I've been here the whole time. I totally watched. That was great. Oh my god, you guys, that was amazing. Wow, my name's Goobin. Oh my god, I'm so excited to see all you guys. You defeated that bone naga.
Yeah, I almost did it all by myself. I mean, this song of mine was just, I mean, come on, you were all inspired, right? You was all real inspired by the bagpipe.
We are going to rotate. Yeah, you all inspired.
Tay, that's you.
Yeah, so around you were all these wands of wonder and bones, and a frog person appeared out of nowhere. The Gimlet appears in oh my god. Wow, that was so great, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, it's technical difficulties. Should we keep going?
We're okay.
Yeah.
Also, the whoever was going to be Splish, you're now the other character, the Eladrin one.
Oh God, yes.
Have fun.
You also hear another person.
Gimlet is interrupted by another person who's been drawn
my-
to the noise.
My buddy is here as well. Let him introduce himself.
Oh, okay.
Who said that?
Gubin,
Oh,
no.
you've been now.
because I am Gubin now.
You've been sort
here
of
we
talk.
go.
Wow, like this.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay, I
Yeah.
got it now. My buddy's here as well.
This was
Yes.
a lot. This was a lot to take in. I'm gonna sit down.
Is that Chakra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the new person? Are we still trying to figure out who's the Eladrin?
Yes, you see a rather well-dressed Eladrin elf step out. Oh, yes, I don't really appreciate violence. I'm glad the messiness is done. Good job to all of you. Yes.
That Gimlet speaks up. Oh yeah. By the way, this is my boss. He's the
Zoomhorn. Yes, you may call me Mr.
Yeah.
Rethrin.
Yeah, he kind of owns the woods that we live in, and we make the gold, bronze. I mean, and we share it around. Wink, with these guys.
Ugh, smells horrible. Ugh.
Yeah, I know, but we solved that human horse orgy problem we had going on here.
Yes, I'm glad to see it taken care of. And yes, oh gosh, who will clean this up? If I throw you some gold pieces, will you lot clean this up?
I'll do it, boss. Anything for you.
Good man. But don't look at him when I touch him.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you go to work cleaning up the mess, and you find, I guess, in the mess, you find all sorts of trinkets. You find a couple. Orgy spears. If anybody wants to take those, you find.
I'd like to take one.
Okay. You get an orgy spear. Sean. No. Who put their hand up first? I saw Sean first, but Breanna also.
Blip, if we got a second, would love to find Garnet, Gimlet's person
Romance
that he's
partner?
been his romance partner. Just when you
Okay.
get a second.
Yeah, Gimlet says, now that we're done here, we can head back to the village, and I'll introduce you to Garnet. My person of persons, and let's go. Let's all head back there once this is all cleaned up. You take the remaining bronze that
We all love Garnet.
Oh yeah, Garnet's great. She's like the resident witch of the village. Does some healing and things like this.
Garnet, this guy right here, we were able to blow up the Great Bona only through his guidance.
And I guess you're back at the village, and you are addressing.
No,
Garnet.
I think he's just practicing his speech. I don't know.
Okay,
Let's just see where this goes.
Yeah. Okay.
See, are they not
Instruct
here?
me. You're my Cyrano.
Wait. Oh, we're doing one of those?
They're back
yeah.
at the village.
I'm going to tell you what to say.
Yeah, I'll do what you say. We'll go see Garnet, go to her hut, her healing hut, and then you can give me some instructions of how this is gonna go. Tell me what I'm gonna say to Garnet once we get there. Speaking
Here's
from
what
my
you do.
voice.
I know everything about relationships. You don't blow on a bagpipe as long as I have without knowing a thing or two. And the way to take the relationship to the next level, like you so crave, is through Chakra. I know you wanted to jump in real quick here because you said something earlier that I think would really be pertinent to this moment. Why don't you say what you said that time earlier?
Yeah, Chakra. I think you had some good advice earlier.
Yeah, I'm full of good advice, but I have also been smoking this whole time just to kind of forget about all the crazy shit that just happened in our two friends that we lost. I'm pretty in that zone right now. I'm not really in a love zone right now.
That's it. Grief is what's that fancy word for
I think you're
you
thinking of the word
get horny?
aphrodisiac.
Yeah, grief is an aphrodisiac. Time for me to play my funeral pipes. Get Garnet over here. This'll do it for you. And I'm gonna start playing basically the same thing. And we're
You're
gonna
play like a dirge.
yeah, I'm gonna play a sexy dirge, and we're gonna do a funeral For those two, who was it?
Our
Swish and
friends
Mug?
Splish
And Mug.
and Mug.
Oh,
They seemed like great guys. I gotta say, they seemed very, very good people.
Yeah, you eulogize them.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Say more nice things about them.
Okay. So
Everybody say nice things about them. I'll help with the grieving and
Yeah,
the
I
horniness.
think that's a swell idea. So I saw one go in a butthole and then come out the mouth, and he was dead. That's pretty brave. And the other one, he just kind of disintegrated from a fireball that came out from a wonder that came out of nowhere. So they were good folk and they did good work. So yeah, good on them. You know, I think life gives you lemons. Climb up an asshole and kill a dude from the inside.
Yep.
Yeah. Tear my eye.
Would anybody else like to say we're heading towards Garnet's hut, and we're getting the vibe all going. We're really laying the groundwork for some seduction.
I would love, before we get into the hot stuff, if I could I'd love to just do a quick prayer so that Eldath, the green goddess, may welcome them into her green bosom, so that they may walk their next journey together.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah, you're friends.
I'm gonna make a religion check.
Prayer. what is? Yeah, do a religion check.
May I?
Yes, go for it. Yes.
And I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Nice.
Okay, it's a 16.
Okay. So with this religion check, I would say Eldath shines a very light green glow upon you and what do you say to give a moderately inspiring prayer? It's not like obviously a sermon because you didn't roll a 20. People aren't especially moved, but it's pretty okay.
Like, I hope you found your bliss. Yeah, that's and may we all share here. Let's just all share this. And he lights up and passes it around.
I would like to put my wet frog mouth immediately on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this stuff. Is this from your body? I love Firbolg fungal. It's so good. Yeah.
I have my own. Thank you.
Having just told a lie and never smoking before in his life, I would like to make a Constitution save.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay.
Is Garnet even here for this?
No, you guys are still hiding
This isn't
back.
about her.
I fucked it. It was a natural one.
Oh, well.
So.
And I'm going to close the book on Gimlet and go back to Blip.
So you watch as Gubin takes a hella dope rip from this Firbolg fungus and immediately starts coughing and hacking as the thick plumes of smoke of Firbolg mushrooms seeps through his lungs. And it almost creates a lovely rhythm to the funeral dirge that Blip is playing. As the sun sets, as the rest of the goblins gather, Garnet coming across, and I heard that the horse folk have been defeated at last. Giblet, was this you? And you see behind Garnet 5 to 6 other goblins standing behind, all holding hands. And Garnet looks at Giblet and goes, "We welcome you back. Come to the commune. Join us once more. Our love." And you watch as Gimlet goes, I miss you. And they embrace as a familial unit once more, solving problem number 2. You see that was 3. Sorry. Problem number 2 has been solved by a smaller goblin who's holding a bucket filled with the posthumous goo left behind by Splish. As the goo is passed around the town and they wet their faces with its moisture, they all chant, "Wetness, wetness, wetness is life. Wetness, wetness, moisture for life." As they dance around a large bonfire, as you eulogize your fallen friends and you make new ones amongst this tribe, the sun sets below the horizon of this chaotic day, and that is where we are going to end it.
Oh my god. Wow.
That was bananas.
That
It was like a shower after that.
was
Like,
fucking wild.
yeah. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I
Oh my
just gotta
God.
say, there was at least 5, maybe 6 times where it was like I was about to go and like take a turn in combat when it switched. Like I got so close to combat.
Did you take your turn in combat?
No, I don't think I took I think I maybe took 1 turn in combat that
Oh my
wasn't
God,
like
that's
a
so funny.
monster. Like I was
That's
so
so
close
funny.
every time it would switch to the
Also-
the person who had just gone in initiative.
Tim, who had leftover inspiration?
I think I had 1.
Okay, all right. Well, we're sorry that we didn't get around to using those. Maybe they'll carry over till next time.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
I
But
bequeath my inspiration to whenever you guys play next.
Yeah.
all right.
Got you
That's-
banked up. They'll be for the DM.
Oh yes, you're
Right.
right. That is what it is. So can we please take note of who has
'em
inspiration?
for the
I have
DM.
inspiration. You have 2 inspirations,
Yeah, I
Tay?
got 2. Yep.
Okay. So
Sorry, I was
1,
just
2, 3,
fondling them. for the camera.
5. Tim, did you have 1?
No, I
You
used
had,
mine
no,
in
you
that
got 1
last.
right at the end.
Yeah, no, I used that for the eulogy.
Oh, awesome. So
Yeah.
5 and
Like
then
a
you didn't have any
legend.
left. So we had 5 in the end. So 5 remainder. They will be given to the DM who starts, or just the DM pool. They'll just be added to the DM pool. Whoever the DM is at any given moment can use any of those 5 for the next time, because there will be a next time. This
my
was
God.
too much fun, too
Yeah.
much chaos.
So fun.
This was so good. We want to do this again. Yes, I think honestly we should take photos of our notes and put them up somewhere on Instagram. You can send those to me or Jen or Em, and we can put that somewhere, because yeah, that is the notes are so stupid in my book. Quite organized though,
My
surprisingly.
favorite is the orc, a halfling person eating some rump. That's all I have for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I think-
eat an ass.
I think my favorite that I did in order was Mug has a cloaca, and then immediately Chakra thinks cloacas are gross. Those were the 2 kind of back to back. I also realized that I said Blip was dead, but it was Mug that was dead.
His mug with that.
So,
Rip
yeah.
mug.
Yeah, folks, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for throwing in so much chaos. You threw a bunch of bits around. That was really, really awesome. Thank you so much. Those bits that didn't get used will get used next time. It'll go to the DM. But yeah, we'll definitely try and organize another one of these, because it was buck wild, just like our favorite kokanee. And we will, we'll be back. Tim and Sean will be back in the usual campaign on Saturday. But yeah, thank you, Breanna. Thank you, Tay. Thank you, Bam, so much for joining us for this very silly thing.
Shout out where we can find you before we end. We should
Yes,
shout out
please pitch.
where you can see
Please,
all our awesome
please, the word that means to promote yourself. Please promote yourself. My brain is so smooth right now. I've given it all and it's gone. I'm done.
I'll go first.
Yes, we'll do it in
yeah,
reverse order.
Let's do it in reverse order. My name's Tay Ramone. You can find me on all social media, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at Tay Ramone 69. You can find me wherever you find great podcasts on the Adventure EXE Comedy Live Play podcast. That's adventure.exe. And you can follow our live stream, which is a bunch of DMs switching games every 3 episodes, learning an entirely new system, making entirely new characters called What the Quest. You can find us at WT Quest on Twitch and Twitter, and What the Quest on Instagram. So check us out. And thank you so much for having me tonight. It was a blast.
Pleasure.
And my brain is also smooth. So thank you.
I realized the word I was looking for was plug. Plug yourself.
Plug it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Bam.
Huge thank you to our Blackwater people for facilitating this. This was a bunch of fun, man. I'm super glad this happened. We do D&D every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Pacific over at the Art Hard Studios channel. It is an absolute party. And our community is just a bunch of really kick-ass, awesome people. We are very blessed. So big love to the buds. Come hang out. We've got a Discord and a Twitter and a YouTube and an Instagram and a Facebook and all the things. But yeah, Art Hard Studios, we D&D. Check it out, man. It's a good time.
Awesome. And I guess I'm last. So this is so much fun. I'm going to completely echo the 2 sentiments before me. This was amazing chaos. I loved it. And how everything ended in fire. So my name is Breanna. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Breanna Flaim. I am a creative producer / GM / just general organizer over at the Initiative Order here on Twitch. We also have an Instagram, a Discord, a Twitter. We are getting much better at using now. And we will be having a Cthulhu Dark Ages stream coming up this Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So come check it out. Super excited. I'll be hanging out in the chat. So, come heckle them with me. It'll be awesome. And I'm also a cast member over at Second Star Show. A Second Star to the Right is a Neverland D&D 5e setting game. We have a game tomorrow night on Second Star Show here on Twitch. At 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'm super excited. But thank you guys so much again for the invite.
I'm also being told that the photos of the notes will be put in our Discord. So if you want to come check out all of that mayhem, that's where they'll be. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. It's been an absolute blast. I'm really glad that this worked out the way it did. It was like a dumb pitch that I made on a behind the screen, and it's turned into this, and I love to see what it's turned into. Thank you everyone so much. Thank you everyone for playing, and with that I think we're going to sign off. I don't know, how do we sign off from this? How do we sign off from this chaos? Because we have some like kissing in some, we have some be safes in the others, but I think with this chaos we just wave tiredly. Goodbye. Thank you so much.
I got nothing in the
Bone.
bone.